Hello students. Today we started chapter 3rd, private, public and global enterprise. Okay. So inside this chapter we learn about introduction, private sector enterprises, public sector enterprises, departmental undertaking, statutory corporation, government company, global enterprises or multinational companies, joint venture, public-private partnership. Okay. So first of all, we started with introduction. So we all know that the India adopted the framework of mixed economy. Okay, therefore all business organization can be grouped into two categories. First one is privately and second one is government. Okay, so privately organization consist small shop, big retail organization, service provider, MNC, etc. Okay, whereas the government organization means railway, post office, etc. Okay, so Indian economy classified into two types, private sector and public sector. Okay, private sector divided into 6 parts: sole proprietorship, partnership, joint Hindu family business, cooperative societies, company and multinational corporation. Whereas public sector is classified into 3 types: departmental undertaking, statutory corporation and government company. Okay. So let's start with private sector enterprise. Private sector enterprise means those business which are owned, managed and controlled by an individual, okay, or a group of individual. So their main objective is to earn profit. Okay, they work for earn profit of do some policies and adopt some strategies for maximize their profit. Okay, so private sector organization have different form like sole proprietorship, partnership, joint Hindu family business, cooperative societies and joint stock company. All these are we already learned in previous chapter. Okay. Next thing is public sector enterprises. So public sector enterprises means those type of business which is owned, managed and controlled by the government or a central body. Okay, so they may be the part of the ministry or come into existence by a special act of the parliament because it was set up or governed or controlled by the government. Okay. So these type of enterprises are established with the purpose of earning profit while serving the society. Okay, not for self earning or not just only for earning profit. These work for the welfare of the society. Okay, so the form of organization which a public enterprise may take, these are departmental undertaking, statutory corporation and the government companies. So the difference between both private sector and public sector is ownership. It was privately individual or it was owned by government. Okay, so objective and motive: for private sector maximize profit is its objective, and for public sector it is work for public welfare. Okay, social objective: for private sector social objective are not very important, but for public sector social objective like development of backward region, creating employment opportunity, etc., these are most important one. Okay, form of organization: we already know private sector have 6 type of organization. Okay, and public sector have 3 type of organization: departmental, statutory and government companies. Okay, management: private sector is privately owned by an individual, so that's why it managed by professional managers. Okay, whereas the public enterprise is managed and controlled by the government. Okay, and those member which was appointed by the government. Financial resources: private sector is controlled by an individual, that's why it has limited financial resources and less scope of expansion. But public sector is governed by government or a central body, that's why it has huge financial resources Okay. Accountability. Private sector is accountable by the owner because it is managed by individual. Okay, whereas in public sector, the accountability of the public through the parliament, because parliament pass some bills and other things for the expansion of the business. Okay. So the next topic is departmental undertaking. Okay, it was the part of public sector enterprise. So this one is the oldest and most traditional form of organizing public enterprise, because the government function through these department and the activities performed by them are for integral part of the functioning of government. Okay, so these department undertaking is most suitable for business activities, okay, important for countries such as atomic energy project, telecommunication, etc. And these are for economic control, okay, and also for the operation of public utilities. Public utilities means government thing like post and telegraph, telephone, etc. Okay, and these government departmental undertaking contribute for the government revenue. For example, Indian Railway. Okay, Indian Railway contribute for government revenue. Okay. So there are some characteristic of departmental undertakings. First is finance. Finance means it was financed by the government because it is government undertaking. Okay, through the allocation of fund in the annual general budget of Parliament, which was yearly passed. Accounting system. Organization is also subject to accounting and audit control by the government because it is government organization. Okay, management. It is managed and controlled by the government department. Okay, because for public company or for a government company is subject to direct control to the minister. Appointment of employees. So these appointment have undertakings does not have separate legal existence. So employees of government and employee and term and condition of their appointment, remuneration, promotion, etc. are controlled by government. Okay, so they are headed by Indian Administrative Service IAS officers and for civil servant. Okay. So the next thing is statutory corporation. Okay, so statutory corporation means some public enterprise that comes into existence by a special act because it is government companies or government undertaking. Okay, through the parliament. So statutory corporation have the power of the government and considerable amount of operating flexibility of private enterprise. Okay, so we can say all these things because this type of enterprise require a huge amount of capital investment. Okay, so and these enterprise have to run on the business line, and some public interest must be keep in view by the enterprise. So some of the examples of statutory corporation are like Air India, Indian Airlines, Life Insurance Corporation of India, Industrial Development Bank of India, Unit Trust of India, Reserve Bank of India, Food Corporation of India. So all these are working for a government enterprise. So these are the statutory corporation. Okay, and these also operating flexibility for private enterprise also. Hello students. Today we started chapter 3rd, Private, Public and Global Enterprise. Okay.